For our next project, we'll be making a poster using only vector art. It'll be created in Adobe Illustrator exclusively. Um, the specs are on Blackboard. I'm not going to read through everything, but it's going to be 11 by 17. And again, it's going to be created in Adobe Illustrator. I will give you the copy. In other words, I'll give you the wording in a text file. The big thing is there's no photographic images allowed. You have to do all the illustrating within Adobe Illustrator, and you'll deliver it as a PDF. And when you're working in Adobe Illustrator, it's a save as operation. So whenever save your Adobe Illustrator file and keep it, of course. But what you'll do at the end is click File, Save As. There's a drop-down menu, and choose Adobe PDF. So what you're going to do is a poster of a Shakespeare play. And if you've had bad experiences with Shakespeare, having to read Shakespeare in 8th grade English or whatever, don't despair. There's a lot of very, very powerful imagery throughout Shakespeare's plays. There are many plays to choose from. You can pick any one you want. You can pick a comedy, you can pick a tragedy, you can make a happy poster, you can make a sad poster, okay? But the main thing is you have to know what the play is about before you make a poster. So, if, let's say for, like when I was a kid, and I think it was in 9th grade, we had to read, what was it? Julius Caesar, yeah. So if I wanted to, if I knew nothing else about Shakespeare, I could go back and I could think of, I could use that as my play. But what would be better is, what I want you to do is research these plays and go on the internet, do a Google search, find something that interests you. There are many, many very, very good films of Shakespeare plays out there for free. I'm sure you could do a YouTube search and find recent, a film of Richard II or whatever. So, if you're not into Shakespeare, I guarantee there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with visual art in Shakespeare. Okay, so kind of get over I don't know. I want to say prejudice against it. Like this is not. It's not a dry academic exercise. There are a lot of very good visuals that you can use for a Shakespeare poster. And I put some images here, that I've been showing you as I've been babbling. Lots of cool stuff you can use, but it's up to you to research the play and figure out what play you want to use. The thing is, design it before you sit down to the computer. Choose your play, know what you're going to say, so be clear about the feeling and the message of the play. Then be clear about what you want to convey to the viewer, okay? Then do many, many sketches. So the one thing that separates the beginning student from the people that are going to succeed is the willingness to do many, many iterations, many edits, and come up with multiple ideas. Don't just think of one idea, like Romeo and Juliet. Well, I'll have Juliet on a balcony. Well, boring, okay? Not good. And you have to think with a pencil in your hand, all right? But the main thing, like I've been talking, like say repeatedly, type, image, message, type and image working together to deliver a message. You have to know what the message is first. And you might hear my cat in the background, he agrees. But anyway, this is on, you can read this. Yes, I'm preaching. Here's some student examples. And I only have 2 of them because this is a relatively new project. And you can see on the left, the copy that I provide to you is very minimal. Okay, it's just, there's a Shakespeare company that presents, there's some date and time info, where the address, etc. So the copy is minimal. So like, use this as an opportunity to do some, symbolic illustration, make it very clear. The person on the left, this was drawn with a pen tool in Illustrator. On the right, the Tempest. This person used a live trace. She found an image of a ship um, on the internet, did a live trace on it, put a heart behind it. She knew what the Tempest was about. It starts with a shipwreck, okay, and it's a story of love, etc., etc. Lots of stuff going on in the Tempest. But what was really cool, typographically, she put that swirl for the lowercase e. So on both of these, simple, direct illustrations, and they adjusted the type to fit, their whole theme. This next page, these are professional. These are made by a professional named Nigel French. He made these for a lynda.com presentation, and it's where I got the idea for this project, to be honest with you. But you can see on the left, he just did some adjustment to the type and really simple shapes. Is this was the one on the left? With the two blobs. Is that drops of blood? After Juliet stabbed herself, or is it supposed to be conflict? Does it represent the sword fight scene? Who knows? On the right, but anyway, it's powerful imagery. On the right, really cool. He's got like the stylized rose, and the eye on Juliet is a drop. Could either be a drop of blood, is probably a drop of poison that Romeo took. So the thing is Romeo and Juliet is like a tragedy. There's a lot of violence in it. There's a lot of dark undertones. So you don't look at these professionally made posters and think, oh, this is a happy, happy romance. No, it conveys the message of the play. So take a look at this PDF. The copy's provided. There's a lot of opportunity here for creativity.